It's another day on Women Wednesday on Talk Live Channel's Women Empowerment. So each of us has our own story to tell.
Yes.
So may mga kanya-kanya tayong magagandang storya na pwedeng makapagbigay ng inspirasyon sa bawat isa.
Our goal is to inspire many women and to empower many women with regards to that, kung ano man yung mga challenges that they are going through right now, kung ano man yung mga pinagdadaanan ng ating mga kababaihan. Naniniwala kami that women can be inspired and women can be empowered dahil winning moments po ito para sa ating lahat.
Hello mga ka-TLC!
I am Ace Perez.
And I am Attorney Migs Nograles.
Please watch Ask Attorney Migs. It's an online show that talks about our everyday legal concerns.
Yes, and you can like our page and you can ask questions and we talk about your everyday situation. So we have cases to answer, mga PM nyo. We try to answer them. So get ready.
Every Monday sa TLC, 6:30 p.m., Ask Attorney Migs.
Dito lang sa TLC. So let us get ready for
Bagong Adlaw.
Bagong Hisgutanang Legal.
And inviting each and every one of you to watch Simply Now on Talk Live Channel.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to the viewers of Women Wednesday. We are live here in Talk Live Channel. For everyone who are watching right now, don't forget to click like. And then you may comment anytime if you have questions also to be asked. Just write on the comment section. Click the page and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, we are going to give you another inspiring night. We have a beautiful guest tonight who will grace us with her life story, who will grace us with her beautiful story. So stay tuned with us, and for an hour, we will be here with you for an hour here in Women Wednesday. And of course, to complete yung ating night, syempre, nandito ang ating kasamang coach every Wednesday. So Women Wednesday, Coach Annabelle.
Yes, hello. Good evening, Coach Dalia. Yes, good evening to each and everyone who are watching right now sa TLC. And of course, I would like to say good evening dun muna sa ating mga bumabati ngayong gabi, no? So I would like to say hello, good evening, Coach Loretta, all the way from Davao. Kumusta dyan, Coach? For sure, hindi ka binabagyo kasi kami dito sa sa Luzon area, binabagyo. And of course, hello, Daddy. Kumusta ka? Magandang gabi din sa'yo. Maya-maya matulog ka na. Ayan, nasa Singapore siya ngayon. Hi! Happy birthday to our beloved Coach Nympha Tolentino Villamayor. Hello,
Yes,
Coach
happy
Dalia
birthday,
Flor and
Coach
Alcaraz.
Kapitana.
Kompleto Okay.
Yes, oo.
Kompletong.
Happy birthday kay Coach Nympha. Napanood ko rin ang kanyang show yesterday.
Yes, si
Live,
Coach
naka-live
Kapitana.
din siya. Coach Kapitana.
Yes.
Happy birthday again.
Hello, happy birthday. And of course to our mommy Aida Montesilio Manasan. Magandang gabi po sa iyo all the way from Pasig. Si Coach Nympha from Laguna. No? So maya-maya lang marami pa tayong makakasama. Yes, of course, this is another night of women empowerment talk. Pero syempre, etong gabi na to, alam naman natin na hindi lang basta chikahan eh. It's a matter of telling a life story with a purpose and with a positive outlook in life. So, sabi, ay, bumawi. Sabi niya, hi, Coach Beng Tuason. Ay, okay na, sige, payag na ako. Ayun, so nawala ako. So, for tonight, meron po tayo isang makakasamang magandang dilag all the way from Mindanao. O, diba? So, nakakatuwa kasi she's from Osamis City and she's also a teacher and also an entrepreneur. Pero di magugulat kayo kasi sabi ko nga parang hindi lahat talaga born as business minded person eh. Pero paano kaya siya naging business person after all, 'di ba? So pag-uusapan po natin yung katatagan niya bilang isang ganap na babae. So, dito sa Women Wins, tandaan natin kayo ang laging panalo. So, bawat storya ng buhay, alam natin, kapupulutan po ng aral. So, hindi na po natin patatagalin kasi si lady from Osamis na po ang magpapakilala sa kanyang sarili. So, I would like to call our own and beloved the CEO of Supermix, Anli Sugba ng Osamis City. Siguro nag-iisa lang to. Walang iba kundi si Ma'am
Wala.
Abigail Silvia Plito.
Hi.
Ayan.
Hi
Pero
everyone, good evening. I'm Abigail Limia Plito. I'm from Osamis City, Misamis Occidental. So I'm the CEO and at the same time siguro one of the owners of Supermix Anli Sugba. And I'm so thankful by the way, before saying all about the background and everything, I would like to say thank you so much for having me here in Women Wins Day every day. Like I said in my introduction video back then, it's not, we don't just celebrate Women Wins Day. We celebrate it every day. No? That reminds us of of how empowered women are. And I'm also, by the way, I'm an advocate for education, for special education students. So aside from being an entrepreneur, I always want to give back to the community itself. And siguro we come from a family of businesses. So sa lahat ng family businesses namin, kami yung nasa foods and services industry, food industry rather. And then this is what I shared to Ma'am Beng and Ma'am Dalia a while ago, na Supermix Anisoba is already a second generation of Supermix. For those who has passed by Mindanao and specifically here in Osamis, I'm pretty sure you know the name Supermix because most of the people here, pag they say Osamis or Supermix, alam nila nasa Osamis yun.
And for sure, pupuntahan namin yan,
Yes,
Miss Abby.
soon.
Diba? The
And
sooner, the better. Kaya lang sana matapos na ang pandemic.
let's hold on lang to this. Let's hold on lang muna. Kasi alam mo naman ngayon, Ma'am Beng and Ma'am Dalia, dalawa yung ano natin, challenges ngayon, di ba? Yung problem natin, we have the bagyo and then we at the same time ang COVID natin still in surge. No?
Rising talaga yung ano.
Rising pa rin.
Yung number. But anyway, pero hindi rin ma-outnumbered yung lakas ng mga kababaihan kahit na ganitong may bagyo, ganitong may COVID-19 and so basta babae alam natin kung gaano yan kalalakas. So mamaya pag-uusapan natin kung ano-ano pa yung pagkakakilanlan natin kay Miss Abby. May I call you Abby na lang?
Yeah, sure.
Oo,
sure.
kasi haba yung
Abby.
Abby. Oo, si Abby.
Yes, I like the name Abby.
And of course, sabi nga ni Coach Loretta, and we are agree to that. Ang
you.
ganda ng guest ninyo.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
diba? Hi everyone from Steph. Do you know her?
I know her. Ako, she's my
Ah!
sister-in-law, si Steph.
Okay.
Oh!
Sorry, nawala sa utak ko. Anyway, thank you. Good evening po, Ma'am
Good
Steph.
evening,
Ayan.
everyone. Thank you so
So,
much.
gusto
Yes,
namin makilala si Miss Abby, si Abby. Sino nga ba si Ma'am Abby? Years back. Um, Kwentuhan mo kami a bit of your life ng iyong kabataan. So, syempre alam naman natin, tayo yung mga tipong batang 70s, 80s, and 90s eh.
yes.
Sasama ko na dyan si Coach Dalia kasi sanay yan
Oo
mag-new
naman.
wave. So, sino
80s
nga
ito,
ba?
80s.
Oh, 80s. So, new wave yan. So, si Miss Abby. Sino nga ba si Miss Abby?
Like before yung high school pa, going back to high school years, like I said, I never be placed on the top 10. Hindi ako talaga sobrang good in terms of academics. And yun nga, parang siguro I always believe in calling eh. Yung calling, and at the same time you have the influences of your father and your
Your
mother.
parents.
Kaya of your parents, importante yun eh. Even tayo as yun yung challenge sa as parents to in fact change or to make a good example or an influence to their children. Siguro back then when I was in high school, hindi ako hindi ako magta-top notch eh. Yung parang mga ganun, ma'am. Kaya sabi ko, I have to do something. I have to improve myself. I have to find a area rather, na I'm good at. And that's where I discovered the love of reading books. Parang, because my dad was also a wide reader. He used to read newspaper every single day. Di yan mag-absent.
Oh, gano'n naman yata yung mga early, yung mga
Traditional.
una-unang, oo, 'di ba?
Oh.
Talagang parang araw-araw na lang may dyaryo sa harapan ko. Dahil
And
sa
then,
tatay ko.
you know, the good thing about reading, the love for reading, you get to, aside from learning other people's lives, di ba? Kasi ako, back then, I started reading mga fiction books. And then, you know, fiction books give you that wonderful creativity yung sa mga authors. But I switched it to non-fiction, which are mga life stories talaga ng real people.
Real people.
Yes.
And then there's so many books out there na are underrated na parang, you know, you will learn a lot from them. Na if parang if you have go through life in a difficult way ngayon, when you get to read these non-fiction books, you say, mas okay pala yung sitwasyon ko ngayon. You get to be more grateful of what you have ngayon and what you go through than other people. And you will learn so many things from them. Yun
Yeah,
yun.
true.
And then, pag college ko, kasi automatic naman, ma'am, pag family business, alam mo naman kung anong course. So, kaya sabi ko, I'm very complacent back then. So, like sabi ko, I don't wanna go to nursing. Kasi that was the time sobrang trend yung nurse. And then, I'm not really good in memorizing lines, yung mga medical.
Puro medical terms yan.
Medical terms.
Hindi talaga ako good in those times eh. So sabi ko, okay, let's go for the most quicker and most complacent course, which is the business administration. Kasi back then, wala yung mga major in marketing, major in ganun. Wala. Business administration lang yun eh. And then, okay lang naman, going through yung time na mag-grow ka, you have your past relationships, the first heartbreak, 'di ba? Yung mga ganun. And I'm gonna share this one time. I forgot to share this to you, Ma'am Beng and Ma'am Dalia. That was because I belong to Filipino Chinese Catholic youth back then. And then before, every 2 years, may parang gathering kami nationwide. Okay?
Wow.
So we went to Bohol. And then I prayed to God. Yung, 'di ba may isang famous na church doon? The old church in Bohol. So sabi ko, Lord, can you give me a miracle na lalabas ngayon? Like, 'di ba you have to wish when you are in the church. Parang, first visit mo sa church, you wish or you ask for something. Alam mo kung anong lumabas on that other end sa corner. children. Kaya sabi ko, okay. So I think siguro that started my
That's the
passion.
manifestation of the
Yes.
desire.
Oh, and
Oh.
that was it. Parang the God, and then I started Flores de Mayo. So I started there teaching, and then the love for change for people, the love for making a difference in the lives of these children, parang yun din dun nagsa-start eh. Kaya sa college days ko, more on volunteering, exposing to mga youth, religious youth groups, mga ganun. So it's really nice to get to know people na the same age kayo, and then you get to hang out with them, learn something from them. Pero alam mo naman, that age, puro lakwat siya, di ba? Yung hindi pa,
Pag bata pa ganun naman, di ba? So, iba
Oh,
talaga
hindi
yung
pa.
gusto nilang mangyari.
Kasi back then, with cell phones, iPhones are not that, not used pa sa lahat ng tao. Kaya, more on outing talaga. Lalabas ng riverside, kakain sa labas, or sa resort, or sa mga beaches. Yun sa atin before, the traditional ones, no?
Iba yung social impact kasi talaga ng get together.
Yes.
Katulad
Pero-
ngayon, ito virtual.
Oh, online. Pero kudos naman to this time, no, na we have these means to communicate online.
Totoo.
Especially ngayon na we are going through a pandemic, no? And that was it. Pag after nun, I get to work for my first job, learn so many things about my first job as a bank teller. And then I said, parang routinary to. I want to do something else eh. Kaya sabi ko, okay, I'm gonna transfer to a job sa Cebu at na time. I have to work in a school. Kasi yun yung talagang forte ko.
Yan ang gusto mo talaga.
Oh,
Yun
school.
talaga.
But
So,
that was
nung,
the time.
nung time na yon Coach, Miss Abby,
Yes.
doon mo na nakilala o nakita yung sarili mo na mas gugustuhin mo na ma-involve sa education system compared to a business endeavor. Parang, it's like na mas okay sa'yo na tumagal ka sa pagtuturo kaysa makita mo yung sarili mo na nag-handle ng isang negosyo. Pero sa panahon ngayon, mukhang iba na eh, diba?
Yeah, kasi yung time na yun, ma'am, yung buhay pa si Papa tsaka si Mama. So, alam mo naman, it's really different when you are fulfilling your passion and at the
Yeah.
same time, doing your responsibility as a daughter.
Yes.
Two different things yun eh. And you can't master two, 'di ba? You have to choose one. Pero I'm so blessed and thankful na that was a time na I felt so fulfilled. You know what I mean? Na parang you get to have so many children, that I was able to also volunteer as a special education teacher. So there are so many students na with autism rather.
Autism.
Oo, na you know, it's nice na they get to remember you. Even ngayon, they remember
Yes,
me.
oo.
Parang ganun. You know, it's really self-fulfilling. Yun, pero when it hit me na I have to go back to Ozamis from Cebu. I have to I'll share this why. I had to go back to Cebu back then kasi I was in a very bad abusive relationship. And I was almost getting married at the age of 25, 26. Everything was already
So,
set up.
okay na sana yung 25 or 26. Pero since nasabi mong abusive, okay na, ganyan na.
Yeah. That was
Sige,
a
let's
very, siguro that's one thing why I never declined mga ganito. That's one thing I also wanted to share to people, to
Yes.
women especially.
Yes.
Na we cannot, we don't tolerate or we don't accept those kind of abusive traits sa mga partners natin. And I'm still blessed. I feel blessed na it happened. Syempre, no? Even, no matter how painful it is, or it was, pero there's always a silver lining at the end, no?
Yeah, true.
So, parang pagbalik ko dito, sabi ko, why? Why do I have to go back to Ozamis? I don't wanna be here. Parang ganun. Because most of the Ozamis nuns would want to go outside of the city. Because we belong to a city that everybody knows everybody. And parang, sige, why? Ganun. I had to find ways to go back there. Pero that was also the time na sabi ko sa sarili, okay, sige, I'll give myself a try and be the responsible daughter that I should be. And that was 2015 na I had the time of my life when 2015 I was able to travel the world, parang continents lang, and then I was able to see Pope Francis in flesh.
So you went to Rome, ganon? You were in Rome?
Yes, I went to Rome, and then the second one was, remember Pope Francis was in Manila,
Yes,
2015. I was really there and then even man he's very far away, but Catholic or not, may aura talaga si Pope Francis na you cannot explain eh. And you get to cry talaga. And that
Same,
was
oo, kahit naman si Pope John Paul din, year 1995.
You saw
So,
you saw him, ma'am?
Oo, sa delegate ako ng World Youth Day ng
Wow.
church that time. And then it happened na nag-iba siya ng ruta. Kasi ang tao papunta sa kanya. So doon kasi kami dumaan. So yun yung lucky day namin. So it's like na parang kami nag-pilgrimage kasi ilang churches yung pinuntahan that time, no? So I was in high school nung panahon na yon. Oo. So nilakad namin kung ilang simbahan bago kami makarating sa CCP. Pero totoo, natuwa ako kasi liit ng mukha niya. Parang natatanggal yung pagod mo. Kasi iba yung makita mo
Holy
siya.
Spirit talaga siguro yun, no?
No.
Mag-guide natin.
Yun. So, the only thing na nakakatuwa, kasi sabi nga, di ba, parang once in a lifetime,
Yeah.
ano mo yun. And that
Yes.
time, I was involved in a Catholic church. So, ako yung delegate for that particular church. Tapos, I was like, active nung 1995 sa school, may Saturday kasi kami for catechism, parang ganon. So, may klase kami na ganon. So, basta nakakatuwa lang. Pero, nung sinabi mo nga, kasi sa'yo si Pope, si Pope,
Pope Francis.
Pope Francis na. Si Pope John Paul naman nung panahon ko. O, di ba? Parang layo na ng edad ko, kaya kaya
Yes,
ibang
oo.
Pope na yung kilala namin.
Yes,
Pero yun,
oo.
I remember
That was
that.
really parang sobrang blessed ko that time, 2015. And then, when it hit 2016, when my father was diagnosed with liver cancer, and then 3 months lang, and then he passed away. That was really the...
Siguro Coach, I'll cut you on that. We'll go back to that after lang makita lang natin tong mga brand partners. Gusto kong mabuo mo yung kwento mo, yung challenges
Sige
na pinagdaanan mo in your life after a few reminders from our partners.
David's Faith Insulin Plant Wine is made from insulin plant extract with infusion of healthy fruit sourced from certified organic farms such as Guyabano, Dragon Fruit, and Bignay. Powerful mixture now offers wonderful health benefits. The first all-natural insulin wine helps lower blood sugar. Insulin Plant Wine Organic Natural gatas at epektibong pampababa ng blood sugar. All natural, FDA approved. Award-winning product. For your inquiries, orders, message Talk Life Channel's FB page. Call or text 0917-887-3227.
Okay. Back again to Abby sa kanyang story. Kanina napakinggan natin yung a brief background kung saan siya nanggaling, yung family niya and yung schools na pinanggalingan niya, even her passion at that time, di ba? And
Desire niya.
alam natin that she's so much into, nasa education talaga yung heart niya with the little children, di ba? Nakita natin yung passion niya to do that. Now, Abby, balik tayo ngayon sa present kasi na-mention din nga ni Coach Annabel kanina about your being in the present na naging entrepreneur ka naman at that time and you were telling us na yun nga ang hirap balansehin nung ito yung passion mo but then you
Yes.
also have a responsibility as a daughter. Now, going back to the question, kanina you were already sharing it to us, yung there was a story na kasi pupunta na tayo dun sa mga parang significant na naging challenge mo or shall we call it difficulty, no challenge, or yung mga naging struggle mo in the past na very significant para sa'yo. And can you share us more about that? Kanina you talk about an abusive relationship and now you're going to talk about yung father mo.
Father. Oo.
Yes, the loss of a father. Can you tell us more about that?
When 2016 yun, Ma'am Dahlia and Ma'am Beng, when my dad passed away, no? September yun, to be specific. And then, sobrang hirap because of the 4 siblings, yung dalawang sisters ko has to go back to their work in abroad. And yung isang brother ko naman, still working here with us, pero more on sa operation. Ako yung nasa more on sa paperworks. And that was the time na sobrang difficult kasi I was only around 26, 28 siguro back then. Wala talaga akong mga knowledge sa mga legalities eh. And even, you know, when you have problems about taxes, not not that you are irresponsible taxpayer, but you know, there are always cases sa payables na you have to settle in the Bureau Internal Revenue.
BIR, yes.
BIR.
BIR.
There's so many things na I had to go through na parang you know you at point ba na you really hit back rock bottom.
Rock bottom
Rock
at that time. Mhm.
And then siguro you know those times na saan ba magtutungo yung even yung business mo, yung life mo in general kasi ako I'm also a daddy's girl. Kaya parang half of me was lost
Mhm.
when he
At that
died,
time.
when he passed away. Pero I kept telling myself, you know, now for everyone watching, especially for young children out there, for young teenagers, we need to learn to love our parents more. No? Na parang hindi ka magkulang when you show your love for them. Kasi back then when my dad and I used to bond, sobrang he's really into literature or reading. I use every single celebration like Valentine's Day, birthday, Christmas. I never fail to send him a love letter, a handwritten letter. So,
Cute
you know when
naman.
he yes,
That
and
is
when,
girl eh.
so when he died, I promised to myself na even when he passed away, every single celebration, I will never fail to write pa rin. Just a little note for him. And then, when he died, di ba, we always get that feeling when we lost someone nga, have I ever loved him fully or enough? Kasi sa akin nun, I never questioned my love for him. Kasi I'm very confident na he has felt it, that he also seen my love for him. yun yung parang hindi ko siya ma-explain na
Naibigay
parang
mo na.
naibigay mo na siya lahat.
Ay, todo mo na. Parang,
Siguro that's one thing.
sa ilang taon ka when he passed away?
Mga 27, 28.
Fully matured na rin.
You know, going through all those setbacks natin, yung challenges sa life natin as women, no, or even men, siguro para tayong pencil ba na sinasharpen talaga tayo, and it mold us to become a better person. But there are also two things, eh. It can either, sa pag-sharpen, it can either you choose the right path or in the bad path, wrong path. So you have to parang choose what is really right in order to become a better person. Kasi sometimes naman, pag may problems tayo, we self-destruct. Diba?
Yeah, totoo yan.
Especially ngayon, pandemic, talaga sobrang challenges. In terms of the payables na naman. Yung payables naman.
Hindi na,
Kasi in business talaga naman, 'di ba? Laging kaakibat 'yan eh. May payables ka. Okay, may receivables pero meron ka ring payables palagi.
oo,
Diba?
laging
Part
yan
ng
eh.
ano
Laging
yun eh.
two-way yan eh. Hindi naman pwedeng lahat papasok, di ba? Talagang maglalabas at maglalabas ka rin. Ayan,
and
sige.
Part ng pagiging entrepreneur.
Oh,
And
yan,
then
di ba?
siguro that was the time, 2016, 2017, 18, 19 na parang I have to grow, I have to be matured. Kasi I'm also one of, parang ako yung sobrang sensitive back then eh. Very sensitive, very dependable to dad and mom's decision. I can't even make my decision on my own. Kaya sabi ko, okay, parang when that moment, no, parang turning point ko, parang I became more confident. Parang alam mo na yung gusto mo. And then that was also the time na when I had a relationship with someone na parang let's just say na for that 4 years na we were together, parang nag-start kami nag-date when my dad died. But he had helped me so much because he was a lawyer. And then that was also the time na one way or the other, God will always send someone to you to help you.
Yeah.
Parang instruments talaga yun kay God to help me get through all those problems, get through all those But along the way, sometimes there are also people na are not meant to be there forever. And then you will learn na you will learn heartbreaks again. You will learn to be more aware of yourself, be more confident of yourself as a woman rather, na alam mo ano yung gusto mo, alam mo you already know how to argue someone. Argue talaga.
Yung kaya mo nang makipagbalitaktakan, no? Na kaya mo nang itayo yung talagang desisyon mo, o diba?
Oh. And then,
Parang, makikipagtalo ka pa ba sa akin? Eh, alam ko na yan. Parang gano'n.
Parang ganun. Parang ngayon, parang okay, cool ka na. Kasi before, parang sobrang gusto mo control lahat. Ngayon, parang cool ka na. And then, yun yung time na sabi, yun yung number one talaga, na God will always guide you with the right persons. He may take out the wrong ones, but He always replace it with good ones.
Comment ko naman talaga, di ba? So, wala namang permanente din sa mundo. Kahit tao, hindi naman permanente na tatanda. Kahit mawawala rin. Pero sabi nga, di ba, in every point of entry ng mga taong ito sa buhay mo, it could be a challenge to you. Kasi, pwedeng makasama o makabuti sila sa'yo. But then, you have the spirit naman to choose kung sino ang pipiliin mo na makakatulong sa'yo to grow more and even better. Eh kasi katulad kanina, you mentioned na you had this kind of abusive relationship. Siguro kung nanatili ka sa kanya, baka hindi happy Abby yung makikita namin, di ba? Or most likely, baka hindi kita mayaya on wins. Kasi di ba, baka feeling mo, I don't have that winning moment in my life kasi nandito ako sa ganitong sitwasyon. But thank God, you are there. You are Abby Aplito. Kung sino man si Abby noon at ngayon, it's still the same. Pero may mga
Better.
tao, oo, it's better and
Better,
better.
yes.
It's getting
Better.
more better. Diba?
Siguro, I would say, ma'am, na parang as we go through life kasi, these challenges, parang talagang idiin ka kung idiin. Pero, right after that, na you're able to rise above all those
Yes.
stuff, all those challenges, parang, kumbaga, secured ka na sa sarili mo. Because back then, when I was, before you met Gerald, so you know, parang sa relationship pa rin, let's talk about relationships. Then sometimes, when ba yung right person, yung mga ganun na questions, usually at my age, I'm already in my 30s, parang sometimes, we have to go through bad persons yet. Bad relationships first.
Totoo.
Parang, kumbaga, I always term it hazing period muna before meeting the
The
right
right
one.
one.
Oh. Kasi
Kailangan
sometimes,
mo nang masaktan.
oh.
Diba?
Eh, sabi
Pero,
ko sometimes,
matanong kita, Miss Abby, bago
Yes.
putulin ko, kasi syempre, relationship matters. When was the first time na na-broken heart ka? Were you young? Talagang as in super young? Or hindi naman na?
in relationships, right?
In a relationship. And then, ang kasunod na question would be, paano mo siya na-handle?
Siguro, at yung time na I was about to get married.
25 ka na nun, or 26?
Oh, 25, 26. Kasi that was the time na, you wanted to please your parents for choosing you thought that to be the right person. And then, you also parang, you wanted lang for stability or something na, ito, papasar na talaga to sa parents mo. But you're not thinking of your own. Parang you don't know yourself more that time. So, may I share this, even though this is a little bit personal, pero when that happened, when I broken off with him, alam mo, ang nag-help talaga sa akin si Papa. Going through a therapeutic manner of talking lang, sharing. Kasi it was an abusive relationship eh. And, it's not easy. I know pretty sure, not just me, but there's so many of us women out there. We'll go through this na with the help of family. Number one talaga yung family would help you to get through those stuff. And
Iba talaga ang support ng pamilya, number one. Kasi mas kilala ka nila.
Oo. And then yung kay God din, number one din yan. Si God. Yung yung faith mo na masurpass mo yun lahat. And then after that relationship siguro, or that broken heart, yung heartbroken ko, sorry. That was the time na parang I know myself a little bit more. And then another relationship naman failed na naman. Mas na better na yung
Mas
sarili ko.
makikilala mo ang sarili mo. That's the consolation of a kind of relationship na hindi na hindi na buo, or sabihin natin hindi nagtagumpay. Pero ang pinagtagumpayan mo ay yung makilala mo yung sarili mo, kung paano mo na panghawakan, na i-handle, na get through, at higit sa lahat kung paano mo na surpass yung bawat araw na meron ka sa relasyon na ito. Then you will say something na, ay, after all, ako ito, 'di ba? So,
Kasi alam mo naman, Ma'am Beng, usually yun yung always i-complain or i-whine ng ibang, especially sa age namin na broken-hearted. 'Di ba? Usually yun, broken-hearted. You go through, bakit ganito, bakit ganyan. Sometimes, siguro at the end of the tunnel, you'd be able to see the reasons behind it.
pero
Maybe not now.
have you questioned yourself, like, kung ilang beses kang na broken heart, minsan ba nasabi mo sa sarili mo, ano pa ba ang kulang? Tanong lang yun,
Sure.
Oo,
Ano
'di
pa
ba?
ba yun?
Natanong mo ba ang sarili mo na ano ba ang kulang at bakit lagi ako nasasaktan?
Siguro, oo, baka ano ka, you get to question why am I not enough? Usually yun talaga yung feeling natin eh. As women, sometimes we're in a relationship, we tend to please too much, and when the moment na masaktan tayo, we always question ourselves na, are we enough? But the truth is we are always enough. Siguro kung baga the wrong ones, no matter how you beg for the right love from the wrong ones, di talaga yan bibigay. Kasi wrong ones sila eh. But if you reach, and then if you have met the right one, hindi na yan, kusa na yan ibibigay. Yung ganun. Kaya sabi
Mas
ko,
magaan.
oo. And then,
Sige.
even without the relationship naman, Ma'am Beng, parang kahit walang relationship, when you go through all those hardships in life, parang you can say na you are enough even without relationships. And then,
Sige.
parang fulfilling pa rin yan.
Yes,
Parang
so,
na yan, bonus na yung may
Bonus.
relationship. Pero, for yourself ba, yung sa hardship na nag-go through mo, na natutunan mo mga life lessons mo, you get to say na you are okay, you are enough. Yun.
So with that, Coach Dalia, ikaw, kanina, she's open book din naman si Coach Dalia. She got married like she was 19. Naramdaman
Yes,
mo
oo.
ba yung mga ganyang broken heart? Parang hindi no?
Ano siguro kasi since I was very young at that time, yung relationship between husband and wife,
Yun na
hindi
yun.
siya parang roller coaster din yan, 'di ba? Marami ding hurts, you hurt one another, 'di ba? Tapos but at the end of the day nga, sabi nga natin, ang pinaka-importante doon is sino ba yung nasa middle ng relationship nyo, 'di ba? As partners, and that is God, 'di ba? Even yung mga singles pa rin, 'di ba? Lagi talaga nating ipagpe-pray kay God. God, sino ba yung best mo para sa akin? And then kung talagang nakapasok tayo sa isang relationship na talaga namang hindi siya naging maayos, 'di ba? We could always learn from that and then go back to God. Lord, maybe this is not the right person for me. So ikaw pa rin na magsasabi, Lord, kung sino ang best for me. Ang importante, you learn from the mistakes nung past mo. Diba? Sabi nga, it is God Himself also who will, He can make your mess into a message. Yun ang isa ko laging pinangahawakan. And si God mismo ang pinakang mag-heal ng mga wounds ng relationship natin in the past according to His time. And hindi lahat nga rin ng kababaihan is nakakalampas dito, di ba? Kaya nga, it's good that we have Abby here who openly shared what she has experienced kasi para makita ng marami pang women na yes, there is hope. After a difficult relationship, may pag-asa lagi, di ba? Ang importante is makilala mo yung sarili mo. Diba? You have to know yourself, you have to trust in God, and then you have to, importante yung may family ka talaga na who are supporting you and another person who will support you habang nag-heal ka dun sa wounds in the past. So, thank you, Abby. At least we have heard your story and alam namin na talaga namang maraming yung challenges na yan, hindi madaling daanan yan, hindi madaling lampasan. But sabi nga ni Coach Beng, nandito ka ngayon, you are all, parang nakasmile ka because alam mo that God has another purpose for you, and yun nga, you are better now than before, di ba? Yun naman ang importante. Oh, and we are not competing with anybody here but yourself, di ba? Sarili lang
That's
natin.
true. That's
Every
true.
day we get better every day, di ba? With God na nasa natin overhead, di ba? Tapos yung hearts and people around us na nagmamahal sa atin. Yes,
Saka Coach
Coach
Dalia, 'di ba? Aminin man natin kasi minsan ito in denial ang mga tao eh. Hindi man tayo perfectly na nabigyan ng lahat ng bagay sa mundo, but we are perfectly born by God's grace. Ibig sabihin, 'di ba, may pamilya tayo, may mga taong nagmamahal sa atin. O kahit sabihin na natin for those people naman na may broken family, meron at merong isang tao na talagang may emotional support sa iyo. At yun ang wag mong bibitawan. So, siya na lang yung maging dahilan mo to go on with life. Somehow, kasi di ba lahat tayo dumadaan sa mga relationships, iba-ibang klaseng relationships. Lahat tayo maaaring makaranas ng heartaches, pero hindi naman yun yung katapusan ng araw eh. Sabi nga, there is another day tomorrow, another day again, and another day. So, continuous yan. So, hindi naman yun yung parang ayoko na, hands off na ako, tapos na. Pero gaya ng sinabi natin, bata pa tayo, panalo na nga tayo eh. Di ba laging sinasabi sa atin yung Coach Dalia, we are born winner in life. So, kailangan lang tanggapin natin kung ano man yung mga challenges sa buhay natin and make it another message to us. So, katulad ni Abby, ngayong gabing ito, marami siyang napagdaanan and mas marami siyang nakilala or mas marami siyang kinikilala at higit sa lahat, mas maraming katanggap-tanggap ngayon sa buhay niya. For the reason, eto na siya ngayon. At age of, hindi ko naman na-mention, in her 30s, she's a fulfilled woman. Diba? I may say that kasi tamo, look at her. She's so lively, she's so napaka-happy nung kanyang aura. And actually, kanina, alam natin may nagpapatibok din naman sa kanyang puso. Diba? So yung mga taong yan yung mga taong bumubuo sa pagkatao ni Miss Abby Yaplito. Pero sige, Coach Dalia, it's still we have 10 more minutes and maybe we could talk about yung mga personal messages natin na pwede nating ibigay dun sa mga viewers natin as ano nga ba talaga yung mga small wins ng buhay natin na magbibigay sa atin ng mas maraming kaganapan sa ating mga dalahin sa buhay. Ibig sabihin, this time, lalo na ngayong pandemic. Kasi nakita ko si Miss Abby on her, inuulit namin, Super Mix Anli Sugba is located in Osamis City. Actually, sige Miss Abby, bigyan mo na ng chance to plug your business kung anong oras siya bukas. Oo, tapos kung ano-ano yung mga promotional value na meron
Thank you.
sa Anli Sugba, sa Super Mix.
Okay.
Unahin mo
We
na lang
started, by the way, for a brief background lang sa Super Mix Anli Sugba, this is actually my baby project. Kasi I had a partner back then from Cagayan de Oro, but he passed away with also COVID, which is really talaga not good. Not good talaga. 53 years old pa siya, but he passed away. He was the one who gave me the idea for the Korean grill. And then kasi Super Mix is known for the Filipino taste, I don't want na malulusen yun sa restaurants namin. Because that's our signature eh. Yung being Filipino.
Sa akin yung pinagsimulan ng family mo, ng mama at papa mo, diba?
So we come up with this
Legacy
idea mostly na it will be a fusion already of Filipino in Korean grill. And like I always cite in my live videos na don't expect na this is a authentic na Korean, but rather this is a Filipino Korean. Because I wanted flexibility. I wanted people will enjoy when they dine na they can do Korean, they can do Filipino. In a sense na we have beef tapa, we have marinated bangus, ganun. It's really not the usual. Kasi when you say Korean grill, it's just the samgyeopsal, the pork, and then the beef. Sa amin, halo na siya, Ma'am Beng and Ma'am
May seafood
Dalia.
pa, di ba?
Yes, we have
Mga
marinated
seafoods.
bangus and we have shrimps, the big ones. So, parang yun yung baby project ko na even from the short orders that we have, we've invented mga bibimbap, the rice bowl, come from me talaga, yung recipe and everything. And I'm proud to say na even though hindi yun pa talagang sobrang authentic, but somehow, hindi mawawala yung Filipino taste. And
Naku,
then,
may nagtatanong sa atin, Abby.
Yes,
Sana lang, taga-Osamis po kayo. Kasi sabi niya, saan po ang restaurant ninyo? From TV Argos. O, diba?
okay.
But anyway, maybe kung pagpapalain tayo ng araw at kung sakaling makarating tayo sa area mo, Miss Abby, go ahead.
Yes, we are located in Don Anselmo Bernard Avenue. Right, just parang highway lang talaga siya, ma'am. And then, yung ano naman natin, yung infrastructure naman natin, yung building naman natin is quite the updated and modern touch na parang contemporary. Minimalist siya. Because I wanted a very minimalist restaurant. That's my dream eh. So, with this idea, parang come into a reality. And I'm so blessed na we opened last January 2020. But then, when COVID hit, so parang we had to close March 2020.
Oh,
And then
kasi GCQ.
for GCQ, yung ano talaga, yung enhanced talaga yun, sobrang hirap. And
Like that.
we reopened last June 2020. So, I come up with that idea na mag-TikTok na lang ako, mag-live na lang ako, just for an update.
For promotion.
For promotional purposes. And at the same time, I always wanted to affect change, or parang I wanted also to use the Facebook page of Supermix Alisuba as a platform na lang of me sharing good vibes, or
Good vibes, yes.
Pero do you do deliveries around Osamis? Nagdi-deliver kayo in Osamis?
Yeah, we do. For dine-in, that's unlimited grilling for 399 pesos.
Oh,
So, unlimited
nakita ko,
din lahat.
napaka-affordable. Oo.
Yes, very
Ginutom nga
affordable.
ako no, nung tinitingin ko.
And then, since pandemic, so I have to be flexible and be resilient. That's why we came up with a takeout na parang by grams yung meats, and then may grill
Yes.
top.
Okay.
So parang they can order that ahead of time, and then they bring it home with them, with their family. And then I have short orders kasi yung short orders namin is only for takeouts eh. Kaya yung dine-in is purely the unlimited.
May only halo-halo pa talaga ba
Yes.
kasama yun? Naku, kailangan
was just
mag-open
that
na
was
ang kailangan maging maluwag na tourism, Coach Beng?
Hindi, gusto ko mawala na si COVID para maluwag na talaga. Kasi syempre may restrictions ang lahat eh. Baka each time na city by city, lagi kang may swab.
How about plans na mag-branch out ka somewhere here in Manila, get a partner and branch out here? Wala pang plan na
There are
gano'n?
I have actually encountered questions already about asking me if may branch ba in Manila. But then, medyo, to be honest with you, Ma'am Beng and Ma'am Dalia, for now, since this COVID, and I'm pretty sure this will not end soon, but very, 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 pa talaga, sobrang...
Ilang years pa. Oo. Yes.
So, like...
Makaka-survive tayo by God's grace.
I think for me, the survival lang muna is what I'm prioritizing right now.
Yes.
Kasi to be honest with you, it's really not talagang whatever comes into sales natin is just paid for the staff, ganun.
Yes,
Hindi
so-
talaga siya
Pero
na-
sige, nung nagsisimula ka kay Supermix Unli Sumaw, which was January of 2020, Sa capital, hindi na ka nahirapan. Sa return, medyo mahirap. Of course, kasi pandemic
Yung
ngayon.
time na yun na that was not, wala pang pandemic, sobrang okay. Kasi yung sa ating structure sa restaurant natin, two-story yun eh. So I have, aside from the tables that you see, there are 8 tables sa ground floor.
Sa ground,
The third floor, there are also 8. Kaya imagine back then, Ma'am Beng and Ma'am Dalia, I keep on going back up and up.
Kaya ka slim.
You are
Kasi
renting the
before,
place? Are you
exercise
renting that
ka.
place?
That was
Oo.
before. That was before. Kasi alam mo, yun yung time na, so, kasi I'm very hands-on eh. As an entrepreneur, I always also teach, parang nag-inspire din ako for other young entrepreneurs to be more hands-on. Kasi we have that mentality na once we have the capital, we have the money and then the idea, go, okay na. But it's not eh. The hardest part is maintaining the business eh.
Correct.
And
Yes,
then,
Pero are you
then-
renting that area o talaga
Yeah,
o
we are
property nyo
renting
na?
the lot.
Renting.
See?
So,
Mataas,
dagdag pa
mataas
talaga.
ang OPEX pag may rental ka talaga.
Yes.
Kasi sobrang hirap. Like, I have to parang maximize talaga ang sales. And that, siguro one way is ang social media talaga naka-help sa amin.
Okay,
And then,
yes, so,
thankful,
tama.
sobrang thankful ako noon na parang people also accept us and accept me warmly. Kasi hindi naman lahat ganun yung yung pag-accept nila, yung reception nila sa akin, yung iba hindi naman.
Yes, so.
Kaya I still feel blessed. Kaya in giving back, I always remind them, yun yung sa last part nakita mo sa live video, Ma'am Beng, na I give parang short encouragement words, yung mga ganon.
Eto nga
Yes,
are you open for franchise bring to Manila? Nasagot na rin po niyan kanina ni Ma'am. Medyo challenging
pa.
yun.
Challenging
Oo,
pa.
medyo
Okay, we were
challenging
supposedly, I was about to plan sana going south in Pagadian back then. But then, sobrang hirap kasi yung borders natin.
Yun lang
And then,
talaga.
and then
Difficult
it's
pa
not-
talaga ngayon.
Oh, it's not ideal pa this time. And you know, you don't know pag ikaw yung parating nakaalis, you don't know baka ikaw yung carrier sa family mo inside. So it's not safe. No, that's why I keep on telling my yung sa mga followers, okay, you have to be vaccinated. You get vaccinated because that's really true. We're so
Yes,
blessed that the
oo.
government has given and provided us these free vaccinations. Kasi alam mo naman, sobrang hirap. Hirap talaga ang
Okay, yes, oo. So, wala pa talaga yun muna, di ba?
No,
Until
not
such time na okay na lahat.
We're
So,
okay,
it's
yes.
already 7:58, Abby and Coach Annabelle. And marami tayong napakinggan, maraming naikwento sa atin, na-share sa atin si Abigail. So, I think we have to go to that part na Abigail as a woman, di ba? Ano ba yung mga tips mo or any message to all the women out there, di ba? Kasi ikaw nga, despite this pandemic, nakikita pa rin namin yung parang strength mo, yung confidence mo, lagi ka pa rin nakasmile, di ba? Na tuloy pa rin ang business, di ba? Despite
Tuloy
the
ang
challenges
laban,
and everything.
oo.
di ba?
Yes.
Yes,
Pero-
so tapos tuloy ang buhay, di ba? So, ano ba yung mga winning tips mo
Winning
na pwede
tips.
mo ma-share sa ating mga
Girl,
viewers?
I'll do an enumeration form. Number 1 siguro is when sometimes talagang there are reasons na we wanted to give up. There's so many reasons yan 'di ba? I myself, there are times na I want to give up Supermix Unli Sugba already. Pero you know, I always remember Jennifer Aniston's message na play one day victim. You only play yourself one day na victim ka. And then you feel all the grieving period, all the worry, all ganon. Pero pag the next day, you have to brush everything out. And be confident and be more hopeful and positive. Yun. Kasi
Yes.
siguro, very important din yung mental health natin. Now we have to be surrounded. We choose friends wisely, family wisely, because there are people, especially in social media, there's so many people na who tends to give us negative comments. And then sometimes, if you don't know yourself that well, masashaken up ka.
Masashaken ka.
Mhm.
That's why it's very
Yes.
important also na to know yourself and to be more confident. And number 3, I always do this. Because back then, I used to wear ordinary clothes or I always, ngayon, I see to it that every day I power dress. Power dressing.
Nice.
As a CEO, you must. Diba?
Hindi naman. No, hindi. I mean, there are times naman na very casual lang yung clothes ko, but you have to see to it na you are dainty, you look presentable and respectful.
Tama. Mm-mm.
Kasi
Yes, oo.
wherever you go, dapat ganyan ka eh.
Dadalhin mo kasi.
First impression talaga is very important. And alam mo naman,
Yes.
people are very, very physical. They very visual tayo eh. Kaya the first moment lang na they take a good look on you, if you are good in dressing up, okay, good. Ito, hindi to siya hindi to sino-sino lang.
Hindi kami na maliit.
Oh.
Diba? That's the
Yes.
That's
so-
number 4. I keep telling my students na you do power dressing, especially when you apply, especially young ones
Oh,
there
yeah.
listening. Whenever you have your job interviews or even voice even ngayon yung live nag-black lang ako, pero pag mga mga job interviews, you have to power dress up, 'di ba? Kasi sometimes
Pero
it also
alam mo,
feels good.
let's make it like a little lighter. Ngayon, kailangan mo pa rin daw mag-power dress. Why? Kasi kahit naman dito sa bahay, isuot mo na lahat ng
Yes!
gusto mo isuot.
Totoo yan, Ma'am Bing.
Diba?
Si Mama na, would you believe, parang 1 year or more than 2 years na hindi yan nakalabas. And then, hello, and then, sometimes he has to wear good clothes. Kasi, it gives you a ripple effect on your feelings eh. Diba?
Yes, oo.
And that's not, that I always teach my children or my students yun. And siguro, yun, you have to improve yourself in a manner na saan yung strengths mo, dun, i-ano mo siya.
Yes,
You
oo.
improve it.
Improve it.
Oh, yes, ang
Ayan.
ganda ng message niya, Coach Annabel. And I'd like to read this message din galing kay Doc Arwin Serrano. Sabi niya, from mess into message, from hurts to hearts, from struggles to huggles, from failures to features, from mistakes to win takes, from mistakes to win takes, and from whiners
Winners.
to winners. Nakakatuwa naman si Doc
True.
Arwin.
That's very nice.
Believe,
Yes,
alam mo,
oo.
Abby, si Doc Arwin is such a wonderful life coach. Actually, grabe din ang namin dito sa taong ito kasi talagang all his life devoted to service. If
Also,
I'm not mistaken,
mental health advocate din
oo,
siya, and
mental
trained
health
ano
advocate
siya,
yan, vet yan.
mga licensed
Ngayon, meron
mental
siyang
health advocates.
may bago siyang, ayan, kasama
Yeah.
kami ni Coach Dalia, especially Coach Dalia sa
Meron kaming
Kalasan
pinopromote
for
ngayon na it's an advocacy na si Doc Arwin ang nag-start.
advocate
We call that Kalasag. Kalasag we are going to cater the OFWs na naka-quarantine sa mga hotels na during the time that they are in quarantine, at least they have someone to talk to. So yun ang pinakang role ng mga life coaches in this Kalasag. And this is an advocacy na si Doc Arwin ang nagsimula. So thank you once again, Doc Arwin, for that. Yes, so thank you so much. So it's already 8:04. As much as we wanted na magtagal pa ang ating kwentuhan dito, ang ating we are just so thankful for gracing us tonight, Lord. Abigail, you have a very beautiful story aside from a very beautiful face, di ba? And we are alam ko maraming na-inspire na ladies sa'yo. So once again, everyone, tune in again to us next Wednesday on Women Wednesday for another inspiring story. And let's thank you to all the viewers tonight. Coach Annabel.
And yes, of course, I would like to say again, thank you, Miss Abigail, for
you.
gracing the
Bye.
show. Oo, talagang tuwan-tuwa kami kasi alam namin, bagamat hindi tayo magkakilala personally, and you said yes. And syempre, eto, sabi niya, pagpunta ko ng Ozamis, kain ako sa resto ni Abby. Yan
Thank you
din
so
ang
much
gusto kong
po.
mangyari, Coach Doc Arwin. Kasi sabi ko, if ever na mapadpad ako sa Ozamis, I'll see to it na makarating sa Super Mix. Ayan.
Yes.
And I would like to invite everyone to stay for Hearts That Listen at 8:30 to 9:30 with Doc Arwin and Coach Joel Juarez. Mamaya po yan.
Yes.
So may magandang topic na ibibigay po sa inyo si Doc Arwin at si Doc Joel, si Engineer Joel, si Coach Joel later tonight at 8:30. So with that,
Okay.
gusto man naming ituloy ang kwentuhan pero it's already time. It's 8:05 on Women Wednesday. So maraming salamat po and may God bless you all. Thank you, Miss
Bye-bye.
Abby, Coach Dan.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so
Bye-bye.
much,
Good night.
everyone. Good
God bless.
night.
God bless.